It's summertime, and that means long leisurely dinners on the back patio, connecting with friends, keeping the heat out of the house by grilling our food outside and cooking outdoors. I'm going to give you some tips today to help you support your health through grilling versus some of the traditional ways we have grilled and eaten charred meats has a negative impact on the health. So how can you enjoy the long leisurely dinners and cooking outdoors and supporting your health? I'm going to give you a couple tips that you can take with you and start today. So this is a great guide put out by the Institute of Functional Medicine, a guide to grilling food. I'm going to break this guide down and talk to you a bit about, first of all, why grilling can impact your health, and then how to make it more healthy. So amino acids, which are the building blocks of proteins, plus sugar. So when we grill and add high heat to things, sugar molecules come out, and oftentimes in the marinades we use have sugar. So when you take amino acids plus sugars and high heat, you get something called heterocyclic amines, HCAs. Those have been shown to cause carcinogenic or cancer-causing effects in the body. The other thing that impacts our health is when we have the fat from the proteins that we're grilling on the grill, and that gets mixed with the heat. It creates smoke, and it causes something called aromatic or polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, and those can damage our DNA. So how can we decrease both the HCAs and the PAHs and still grill? A couple different things you can do is you can choose, like if you're grilling meats, this is going to be the highest impact because those are what amino acids are built on, or the amino acids build up the meat. So that amino acids plus sugar, remember, increase the HCAs. So by choosing leaner cuts of meat, you have less fat drippings, therefore less smoke and less exposure to the PAHs. And then removing the skin from the poultry, if you're using that, will decrease the HCAs. Certain marinades make a big difference. They increase the flavor, they tenderize the meat, but we can also put certain things in there which will actually decrease and block how the HCAs are made. So things like vinegar, lemon, lime juice, the acidic in those decreases the HCA, how much that's made. And it's also important to note that traditional barbecue sauces typically, and also, traditional canned, jarred sauces that we buy can have high sugar content. So remember, amino acids plus sugar cause increased HCAs, which equate to can be carcinogenic in the body. So how do we decrease those? Choose marinades with low sugar or no sugar. Make sure you have vinegar, lemon, and I'm going to talk about some other important spices at the end of the video here. Avoid overcooking or charring. We do know that the HCAs are higher when you get that dark black meat. Okay, so avoid that overcooking. Try cooking proteins like smaller pieces, cook quicker, so you don't have to keep them on the grill as long. And then fish or shrimp, those cook quicker as well, to decrease the exposure to charring the meat, as well as how long that meat is in exposure with the smoke, which creates the PAHs. Try grilling other food groups, fruits and vegetables with the phytonutrients, which we'll talk a little bit more in depth here in just a minute, have been shown to inhibit or block the making of the HCAs. So by grilling those and eating those along with the grilled proteins, that will reduce those HCAs and the impact on the DNA. And then always including that antioxidant-rich produce, both grilled or as a cold side or a salad, will, as the body takes these in and you eat them synergistically, if you're getting the increased activity of the heterocyclic amines, the HCAs, by eating the increased antioxidants, that will block it in the body. Adding herbs and spices will also reduce the formation of the HCAs. So this is a big one, and this is what I'm highlighting today. Rosemary and rosemary extracts block, and this has been clinically proven in some pretty cool studies, block the formation of HCAs. Now, the studies that looked at this actually looked at rosemary extracts, and they showed up to 90% blocking in some of the studies that they did with the rosemary extracts. Some people don't like the taste of rosemary, and so I think there are companies figuring out how to take the rosemary extract so you still get the benefits without the strong flavor, and mixing these in meats and proteins. So be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, fresh rosemary is really a wonderful way, an addition that you can put in to your marinades and sprinkle on the grilled meats, grilled vegetables, to increase these three phytochemicals: rosmarinic acid, carnosol, and carnosic acid. Those are phytonutrients. Okay, what are phytonutrients? Phytonutrients live on the plant. Originally, or the main reason they're there, is to protect the plant, to make the plant be able to grow and be robust. So it's like the protectant of the plant. But then we as humans ingest that plant, and then we also get some of those protectant aspects of the phytochemicals. So these three specifically act as antioxidants in the body. So they slow down the oxidation. Oxidation is the rusting of the body. So they slow down the rusting of the body, and they block the formation of the HCAs, and they also provide anti-inflammatory properties. So they decrease the inflammation of the body. So here's a really simple, I love Jamie Oliver. He's got great cookbooks, beautiful cooking. And here's a super simple marinade that you can use the next time you grill. A handful of fresh rosemary pounded, so you want to kind of break it up. 6 cloves of garlic crushed. I love it. He's from England, so he does 10 lugs of olive oil, 3 lemons halved and squeezed, and fresh ground pepper. You marinate, massage it into the meat, and then use it for grilling, and you have a healthy way to grill. Also, it's inflammatory to relax while you're eating. So relaxing on the back patio while you're grilling. It's anti-inflammatory to be with friends and community. So eating in connection, laughing, all of this together with the rosemary, lemon, garlic, and phytonutrient-rich vegetables will decrease any impacts that grilling could have negatively on your body, to make it a positive health impact. So have a great summer and enjoy your grilling. Send me any recipes that you may have to support your health as well. And we'll talk to you next time. Have a great day.